Another tool for speeding up your XD workflow is the padding options in the Properties tab. This allows us to make items, including things like buttons, that kind of resize dynamically based on the content inside them. Let's have a look at how that works. Make a quick button. We're going to go and grab just a phone size, I think. That'll do. And let's have a look. Let's make or add two things to the page, some text. It's going to be our button text. Make it white and using Montserrat. So also I need like a graphic in the background. I'll just use a rectangle. Move the border. And I don't know. Make it a pink color for the hell of it. And I'll put that in the background. Center back, and we can use the align tools here to make sure that's nice and symmetrical. Drag it into the center of the artboard. Alright, so that's looking button-esque. Now, we'll just make it a bit smaller. Alright, so there's our button. So often we'll have to, we'll have a situation where we need a whole series of buttons in some kind of interface. And if you're, making a larger button, sometimes these kinds of situations are very annoying, where we have to kind of go in and adjust every element. So we want to try and avoid that as much as we possibly can, particularly in like large complicated projects. To make that a little bit more dynamic, we can use padding. So I'm going to turn this into a group. Currently we've got two elements. We've got the background and the button. And I'm going to go to Object, Group, and that's Command G on the keyboard. Once we do that, if we look through our properties here, we've got a padding option. We can turn the padding option on. Turn that on. And then, fingers crossed, the button graphic in the background will change based on the content inside that group. Now we have to be sure that we have a couple of options in place. If we go into our text, we have these three switches here. So fixed size, auto height, and auto width. If we have the fixed size selected, then our button will grow down the page, like so. But if we have the auto width selected, our button will grow depending on the content. Oops, got to click out of it. Awesome. So there's our buttons using padding to create a dynamic effect. So to do that, we need two elements. We need some text, list, and a background element. They need to be grouped. So you can see our groups up here. We'll turn on the padding. We can adjust the padding numerically here. Or if you use the tilde key on the keyboard, which is just right next to the exclamation mark, if you hold that down, you'll be able to hover over the padding edges and make adjustments like so. That's using the tilde key. The other thing that we need to make sure that we do is that we've got our auto width selected there.